Under the shadow of Geneva beneath there is a wonder on the surface of our planet, of human potential and imagination, the enormous forerunner of devastation. It serves the Hadron Collider LHC equipment as an unmatched tool for professionals, allowing them to study subatomic atoms and unveil the enigmatic God. The Higgs boson Brian Cox particle, a renowned physicist, provided a terrifying justification that attracted mixed responses from experts advising them to examine the essential components of materials and investigate the fundamental essence in specifics, but the vast energies used in these investigations pose serious risks that are both recognized and unidentified. One of the main issues around the enormous Hadron Collider is the possibility of producing tiny black holes or other unusual scenario with hypothetical results that are erratic based on models. Such black holes would only last a short time and do not endanger Earth or its residents, but the danger of unintentionally causing atrocities beyond our dominance is still unnerving. Moreover, the enormous scope and complexity among the studies conducted at the colliders must adhere to stringent safety regulations, procedures, and supervision to minimize potential risks. The global group of participating scientists and researchers in the functioning of the collider is closely conscious of the need to set priorities, safety, and guarantee that every experiment are carried out with the greatest level of prudence and accountability. On the Hadron Collider's capacity to amaze and contradict how we think about the environment we live in is not only a victory of contemporary engineering, it is also a significant center of modern cosmology and particle physics. The primary aim is to examine the basic particles that make up the cosmos is carrying important consequences on our comprehension of existence. The LHC enables researchers to reproduce the circumstances shortly after the Big Bang, offering a chance to look inside the Higgs boson and other crucial components. The Higgs boson is often referred to as the God particle, was proposed by Peter in 1964. Higgs and Associates as an essential component of the particle standard model. This model in physics describes the basic particles and forces that make up the cosmos, and the identity of the Higgs boson at the LHC in 2012 proved the existence of the Higgs field is an unseen field that gives other particles mass. This result represented a noteworthy accomplishment, validating decades of investigating theory and improving our understanding of the concealed. Despite this, the universe's structure, similar to many significant scientific endeavors, the LHC's search for knowledge is not without possible risks and moral problems. The forces at play in the particle collisions at the LHC are astounding. Has the potential to produce new types of substances or initiating unexpected responses cannot be utterly disregarded. Some scientists considered situations when great energy impacts could produce tiny dark holes or other odd particles that result in worry about the possible repercussions of similar incidents, but the bulk. Many analysts believe that these risks include very distant the core of. To do scientific research, one must venture investigating the claim made by the unidentified Brian Cox, highlighting the potential for constructing a small version of the Big Bang inside. The LHC highlights both the enormous importance and possible dangers of this. Investigate the Large Hadron Collider represents the momentary peak of scientific activity. In addition to its tremendous powers, it sparks a essential conversation on the boundaries regarding the collider's scientific responsibilities, with its efforts at design and functionality to answer basic inquiries in spite of functioning on the edge of human being. Aware of this degree of technology competence elicits significant questions about the nature of scientific risk and the moral consequences of such innovative, one of the most thrilling types of study. One of the LHC's features is its capacity to mimic circumstances just minutes after the Big Bang offers fascinating insights. This duplication into the early universe permits researchers to look into particles that were present during the beginning of the cosmos and investigate phenomena otherwise unavailable via recreation. Under these harsh circumstances, researchers may assess theoretical forecasts and improve particle physics models for the LHC experiments, for example, have the possibility of closely examining the qualities of fictitious dark matter particles, thought to be a significant part of the mass of the cosmos, but avoiding straight detection. The quest to comprehend dark matter is driven by its deep consequences on our understanding of dark matter in the cosmos right now is determined by its gravitational pull on tangible objects, but direct detection. The LHC's objective is still challenging. Attempts to deal with this problem by making an effort to create dark matter particles in a lab setting, whether it is effective. This has the potential to transform our comprehension of the cosmos and its outcome. With groundbreaking findings like developments emphasize the importance of the LHC, not just as a tool for science but as the impetus for revolutionary revelations that could change our worldview. Another fascinating field of investigation uses the powerful force of the four fundamental forces of nature are the strong. Protons and neutrons are held together by force inside nuclei, and comprehending its behavior at high energy may result in information on the basic structure of matter. The capacity of the LHC to examine the forces at work on an extreme scale allows researchers to investigate the relationship between gluons and basic particles called quarks that arbitrate the strong force. These investigations might result in a more thorough knowledge of nuclear physics and the forces that control the behavior of atoms. The advances in technology driven by the LHC extends much beyond particle physics. Colliders, complex mechanisms for identifying and evaluating particles. Collisions have led to advancements in analyzing data, computation, and sensors. Technology, for instance, the advancement of the global internet was first designed to provide researchers with a way to interchange particle physics data. CERN tests have shown that this technique has since transformed the world. Interaction and exchange of information. Beyond its revolutionary contributions to technical and theoretical physics, the Large Hadron Collider is an innovative. Furthermore, acts as a representation of global cooperation. The project is evidence of to the potential of mankind when countries unite to work for a common discovery. Scientists and engineers' vision, with organizations from all across the world, contribute to the development of the LHC. Analysis and operation resulting in a really worldwide scientific community at this level of collaboration is not only a logistical need, it's a philosophical assertion that the secrets of the cosmos transcends national boundaries and political boundaries, and civilizations, as well as the pursuit of understanding. Being alive is a universal human endeavor. The LHC proves that science can. Progress flourishes most in a setting that is transparent, open, and public participation with a common goal, and additionally, education is essential to the LHC's purpose by outlining its objectives, results, and importance to the larger public. CERN facilitates communication between intricate science and daily existence. Virtual tours for outreach initiatives, instructional resources, and public lectures are meant to motivate the following. Produce a new generation of scientists and foster a culture that encourages research and evidence-based comprehension. But with such elevated stakes and capacities, ethical supervision turns into Debates that are becoming more and more significant continue, within the proper bounds of experimenting, especially when results are unclear or perhaps risky. Some detractors call for greater, thorough external evaluation of high-energy physics initiatives, but supporters highlight the protections currently in place in location and the significant advantages of pushing the limits of science. The LHC's philosophical ramifications work are equally deep via the investigation of characteristics of matter, energy, and time and space. It compels people to reevaluate their location in the universe. Findings at CERN questions long-held beliefs and promote more in-depth contemplation of the beginnings, development, and prospects of the cosmos as artificial machine learning and intelligence combine to becoming more and more included into data. Questions are raised by analysis at the LHC about the junction of human AI will improve machine intelligence and efficiency, ultimately become essential to theory generation, or even in the process of significant advancements in experimental design, could reinterpret the fundamental essence of an upcoming scientific discovery. Decades anticipating the future of particle physics and the LHC are fascinating. There are already preparations in place for any improvements to the accelerator with the goal of boost its vigor and brightness. Output that these improvements would allow much more thorough examinations of uncommon particles and unusual occurrences, stretching the boundaries of knowledge ever. Extra suggestions for the upcoming colliders of the next generation. The Circular Collider FCC is being investigated. These programs aim to expand on the LHC's heritage by building even more strong devices that may break profound mysteries of the cosmos, including the convergence of basic forces, the actual characteristics of dark energy, or the finding of completely novel particles in the Large Hadron Collider's core. It is more than just a scientific tool, a tribute to inquisitiveness, a creation of inventiveness, and a lighthouse directing mankind in the direction of a deeper comprehension of reality itself as it persists in function at the frontier of human understanding. It serves as a reminder that every important question merits inquiry, and that occasionally the most astounding responses may be found in the data management of the tiniest particles. Spurred by the LHC has had a large impact in a variety of domains, proving the importance of scientific technology may be driven by research progress, but running such a powerful gadget requires rigorous safety procedures and moral takes into account the potential for unexpected results, like the deep secrets. As we progress in our investigation of the underlying forces and the elements that mold our world, is crucial to continue being conscious of the significant ethical repercussions of our findings in several the locations of the Large Hadron Collider, at the forefront of scientific research, providing important insights on the universe's nature and its experiments, has the capacity to reveal new worlds of knowledge-driven technology, advance and modify our comprehension of life, yet with its remarkable capabilities come in a significant obligations. The pursuit of comprehension has to be counterbalanced by a dedication to safety, openness, and involvement of the public to guarantee that the pursuit of knowledge is consistent with the wider moral implications of our duration in the scientific community. Some people think that something CERN has discovered a basic, having consequences that go beyond our existing knowledge prior to investigating the consequences of Cox's claim that is essential to understanding how the Large CERN's Hadron Collider is in operation. The LHC is a loop of 17 meters of magnets that carry electricity and the most strongest particle accelerator ever built. It stands as a culmination of human accomplishment that may produce circumstances of the cosmos. Creation of this enormous device enables us to solve the puzzles of the universe, presenting something really revolutionary and maybe transformed. CERN, founded in 1954, is one of the most prominent in the globe. Research organizations made up of 23 member nations as well as an extensive network of scientists. CERN's flagship is the LHC initiative, but it's only one component of a more extensive accelerator system and sensors that investigate the subatomic domain. Protons are accelerated by the LHC to reproducing at almost the speed of light. The force that exists at the time of the collisions that culminate in the Big Bang, millions of times hotter temperatures, compared to the Sun's core, which has a complicated arrangement of protons being guided by magnets on their travel, while cutting-edge cooling systems keep the magnets at the proper temperature. Colder than space, the layout of the LHC is a wonder of engineering, functioning underground and protected. The whole ring is made of cosmic radiation, which cooled down to temperatures lower than the spatial vacuum necessary for the operation of superconducting magnets. In actuality, accidents happen at every location on the accelerator ring, aligning with one of the four main Atlas CMS Alice particle detectors, and these LHCb detectors record the after collisions, allowing researchers to go through the trash in an investigation into the elusive Higgs boson, component essential to comprehending the structure of the cosmos. The LHC is not just a tool for science, it's also evidence of human creativity and ambition, which represents our pursuit of knowledge and our drive to understand the underlying factors that influence our cosmos. Yet, as we challenge the boundaries of realizing that, we also need to take into account the existential and moral questions that emerges. The desire to reproduce circumstances akin to those of the Big Bang has significant obligations, and the quest for knowledge should never occur at the price of security. In the Large Hadron Collider's conclusion symbolizes the height of human achievement in the field of scientific inquiry. Its enormous capacity to reveal the universe's mysteries are matched by the serious dangers connected to its functioning. As researchers go deeper, it is woven into the fabric of reality, vital to maintain vigilance, making sure that the pursuit of knowledge is carried out with the highest level of responsibility and consideration. As we stand on the precipice of finding, the issue still stands: are we ready to accept the forces that we are ready to release?